from Ethan's Garage. Today we are in Andorra, as you can see by the mountains behind me, and we're going to do some car spotting. I've been doing kind of a whole series here of checking out micro countries, and they're very cool cars. This one definitely seems to be on the more affluent end, so that'll be good. I already passed a V10 Audi R8, which is pretty nice, but let's walk around and see what we can find. Check out this dealer. They got the GR Yaris and the looks like actually race spec GT3 or GT3 RS. Got some Jeeps and a Jimny down there. And this dealer also has here in the window a C63 AMG wagon. There's an Audi RS6. Very clean too. Over in this grocery store parking lot, we got a nice CLA 35. Looks like Spanish too. RSQ3. Love these things. It's basically an Audi RS3 from the US, but in the Q3 body. So it has the same 5-cylinder and everything. Definitely lots of nicer cars here. It's a nice Range Rover Autobiography. And over here is a car that is ugly, but interesting to look at and definitely noticeable. The matte lime green BMW X2 M35i. It sure is noticeable. This country definitely is beautiful. This is the capital here, and the views on each side are fantastic. Right at the bottom of this high mountain valley. And right in the middle of the city is this very fast flowing river. This parking lot here is quite large, so there should be some good finds in here. They definitely like their baby AMGs here. A35, or sorry, A35 AMG. So this car isn't that interesting, although it's still a nice Audi. But that is interesting. I've never actually seen these in the wild before. These are called snow socks. So instead of using snow chains, you basically use this high traction fabric thing that's light and easier to put on. Nice 595 Abarth. This here, I believe, is an Audi S4 wagon. Yep, S4 wagon. Perfect car for up here. And here's another one of these RSQ3s. This one's very much like RSQ8 or Urus spec. I don't think this one's an AMG, but this is definitely an interesting, very noticeable A-Class. Okay, now this is cool. These are one of my favorite Euro-only cars, the Alpine A110. I saw 2 of these, was it like 2 days ago, yesterday? Something like that. Amazing car. Nice mid-engine design. Just really great looking, and a great revival of the old one. And right here is a very like Bond kind of car, you know? This could either be the villain or the good guy car. The all black Defender truck. Got another little AMG. This old Peugeot is awesome. 205 GT. Well, I think I found another cool car hotspot. Check this thing out. I think it's a wrapped GLE 63S AMG in a very vibrant color. We got another A45S. Continuing our trend. And then, over here, we got the Lamborghini Urus S. And then as the midpoint between the Lamborghini over there and the color of the other one, we got a Urus Performante. Very solid. Scirocco R and the Golf R. Very nice G63. Looks like it's straight pipe too. Got an Aston Martin DB12, I think. Well, I must say I'm pretty impressed with the car selection here so far. It's not Monaco, but almost nowhere is, except for like Zurich and Dubai. Well, let's keep hunting. And it's just a sea of Abarths there. There's one there and one right past it. Let's see what we can find in this parking lot. Also, just look at the views once again. We got the 991, I think. Targa. I think it's a GTS probably. Yep, GTS. We got here the WRX STI. Very nice, although definitely not as common here as they are in the US. We got a Macan GTS. Looks like this here is a Andorran junkyard. I'll definitely have to come back and see if I can get permission to go in here someday, but in the meantime it is totally blocked off, unfortunately. But if you want to see more junkyard content in general, or junkyard content from a micro country, I was recently in San Marino and did a very, very awesome junkyard tour there, which I will link right up above right now. But anyways, back to the video. Should walk across the street for this one. Check out the mural of all the cars. That's fantastic. Got the old, I think Renault. Looks like the back of an Aston. Corvette, of course. 944. Maybe a Camaro. Got the Renault Alpine. And a DeLorean. If you're into trains, this is the most impressive train store, or like model train store I've ever seen. Wow. Even some car models. This place is very impressive. And over here we have another different model car place. These are very fancy models. F40, Renault. I've definitely noticed a lot more than usual of these Sangyong cars here out of Korea. I don't know the name of this color, but it's definitely some kind of very nice forest green. I've seen a couple times on these, but gotta love these RS5s. Beautiful cars. And right here we got the first gen Cayenne Turbo. Big ol' exhaust pipes. And over here we got another RS5. Except this one's the 4-door. Also, like, these are both surprisingly clean cars for a alpine area with lots of road grime. They must clean these things constantly. And seems to be the trend here. Got another baby AMG. Here's another one of these Sangyongs. Very odd looking cars. Such a vast landscape here. Once again, more awesome architecture. Look at that thing. Gotta love the 100 series Land Cruiser. And somehow with that light bar on top, it's just a little bit cooler. Another one of these nice GR Yaris's. So there's definitely some extensive parking here in Andorra, but the only problem is it is all paid. Rates aren't that bad though. This is definitely an above average number of these Volkswagen Scirocco's. Fantastic looking though. This one has these nice aftermarket wheels. Man, it must seem like it's staged here or something with the number of these baby AMGs. I feel like I'm going crazy or something. These are always a pleasure to see. The first generation Audi A8. And this one's actually maybe an S8. I must say, I really like Andorra so far. It's quite pleasant and very pretty. It actually reminds me a bit of a town, I think the first city or town I really visited in eastern Switzerland, called like Cher or something like that. Oh, I love these things. Audi SQ2. This is pretty great. The Fiat Seicento, but it's the sporting model. Nothing like a tiny little Fiat hot hatch. And of course, are you really in an alpine rich town without a G-Wagon? Favorite little Italian cars? The Lancia Ypsilon. M3 wagon. So given a certain trend in this video, what car do you think I'll show you next? That's right. Another A35 or whatever 45 AMG. It's ridiculous here. And RS3. And because we're in Europe, it's the hatchback, not the sedan. Over here we got the Stelvio Quadrifoglio. One of the best sounding V6s these things have. These things are also quite popular over here. The Lincoln Co. I think it's a weird, like, partly European but mainly just Chinese car. They're quite popular, especially up in last year when I was in the Netherlands. They were not only all over the road, but a bunch of the rental car companies had a ton of them. Nice two-door Defender. Another SQ2. So popular. Another RSQ3. I don't know about you guys, but every single time I see one of these Mercedes R-Classes, I always make sure to check to see if it's the R63 AMG. That's just the car nerd in me. Amazing views. Nice Panda trekking. Excellent alpine car. Okay, I love this thing. Two-door Prado. Alright, it's just getting comical at this point with these A45s. Yet another one. Early 2000s Audi S3. Manual, of course. This is a good find. Bentley Flying Spur V8 from Austria. I'm surprised I actually haven't seen more Bentleys. I feel like that'd be another car that's pretty logical for a place like this. They're all-wheel drive, you know, pretty good in snow and all that, and fancy. This here is the four-door Subaru Justy, which is also the Suzuki Swift and the Geo Metro / Chevy Metro. Like the gold M4. Another RSQ5 or Q3. SQ8. And there's the GR Yaris. Oh, that's the same G-Wagon from earlier. Actually, maybe not. No, that's a newer one, but with the same sticker. Very nice camper. Then, Focus ST wagon. I don't think I've seen one of those before. And yet another S3. God, they're everywhere. MG GLC right there. It's RS6. Nice, that's the new SL63 AMG. Alright, well I think that wraps up this video. Thank you guys so much for joining me in a car spotting trip here in Andorra. I've been pretty impressed actually. It's been nice. And it's been nice to just walk around here. It's a pleasant place. And if you guys like videos like this, check out, I'm going to link down below I think, I did car spotting in San Marino, another micro country, though much smaller than this, which is crazy, and Monaco, which is way smaller than this, of course. But check those out, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.